Question asked today is how much could reading books help versus a one-on-one session with a psychologist? And the context that was provided was this coach tried working with sports psychologists, and the experience was not good and expensive. So, first of all, coach, I'm sorry that was your experience. Hopefully, it was nobody within Wear Performance Group, and I hope that if you ever come back to working with a professional directly, you have a much more constructive experience. Now, to answer the question of how much can reading books help versus a session with a sports psychologist, the the truth is it can be very helpful. The challenge is that once a book is written, it's fixed. Like the structure is fixed, the material is fixed, it's all set in place. And it takes a lot of effort to update it, to restructure it, to adapt it. And that adaptation is probably the value difference, the biggest value difference when it comes to working with a competent sports psychology professional. An hour session or a workshop with a competent professional should work for you the fastest because that professional is going to be responding to how you present in that moment, and they should be adapting their style as you present and as you respond to the various elements of the discussion. A book can't do that. We're getting a lot better with apps as far as being responsive in that kind of case. But again, like humans are really, really dynamic. It's really hard to program an app to be that responsive. And when we're talking about an actual like printed book or ebook, it's similarly hard to build that out in a way that's so responsive to the individual. Uh, the other side of that argument is it doesn't discount what a book can do. One of the biggest values of a book or a video is how many people it can reach. And so books and videos and apps are all part of the triage and the dissemination resources that are available to you. And one of the things that books can do really, really well is be available to you whenever, wherever. You can take the book with you in ebook form or in physical form. You can buy a book off of whatever your favorite book retailer is and download it almost right away. You can rarely do that with a professional, especially if it's your very first session. A lot of times there's intake stuff, there's kind of getting started stuff that is a little bit challenging with actual live professionals. And so a book has its place and it has its value, but it's going to be more fixed, less responsive to you, and it's going to take a little bit more time and a little more investment on your part to get the most out of the book relative to the kind of guided and structured discussions that's going to come from working with a live professional.
Editing Pat here. Currently getting the full court press for a doggy dinner, so I'll make this quick. First of all, thanks for watching. I hope this video was useful, and I hope this series is useful. I'd like to ask you to share any questions that you have if you're a coach or an athlete, whether you want to post them in the comments or email me directly at patrick@coachpatricksmith.com. That'd be great. If I decide to use one of your questions, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you an hour consultation with me for free. So post your questions, the best ones that I use for videos, their authors will get an hour's consultation with me. Yeah, thank you again, and here's a couple of videos that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy.